Hi everybody, I'm going to actually try and show you a pie that I try to make from time to time. I'm probably going to have to do quite a bit of editing on this, so just bear with me as I already have pretty much all the ingredients I think out. So I'm going to take the tripod and move you around here. Okay, so first we need some butter, and I have some regular graham crackers that were left, and then I have chocolate graham crackers. I have one big sleeve. It should be enough to just cover the bottom of the pie pan. I have 2 packages of the instant chocolate fudge pudding. I have a can of evaporated milk, and also half and half. I have, of course, a pie plate, my trusty silicone spatula, and I will be making the pudding in my KitchenAid. So then we're gonna swing you around over here, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put you on the tripod here, and hopefully you can see me. And I think we're good. So what I'm gonna do is lower the heat, and I am going to put the butter in a pan and melt the butter. So I take about a quarter, not a lot. I kind of go from there. I need to see how much is actually going to be melted down. I may actually need half because I don't want to have too much butter. And the butter is actually for the crust. So as I melt the butter, I am going to get my rolling pin. Okay. That should be good. You want to turn the heat off because you don't want it to burn. So now I'm going to take my rolling pin. I'm going to bring you back over here again, so I don't have to sit there and continue looking at the butter. Okay. And I'm sorry for the, needless to say, like I said, I'm going to be editing this, so. So now what I'm going to try and do is get some lights in here so you can actually see. Okay, so I'm going to crush these down with my rolling pin. Just like you used to see your grandmothers do years ago when they used to make pies and cookies and all that stuff, and you used to use a rolling pin. And then what I'm going to do is add in some of the chocolate ones. And we'll start getting those mixed in. Elbow grease into it here. Alright, I think you get the idea. So what I'm going to do is I am going to finish up, and then I will bring you back as soon as I am done. Alright, we're back. Okay, so you have your crumbs. Okay, it's kind of dark, I know, sorry. I do usually leave some of them a little bit thicker. I tend to like that on the bottom. So now I'm going to take my butter and see how we do, because you don't want it soaking wet, but you want it wet enough where it's going to be pliable, because you need to, of course, put it into the pan. And unlike a lot of people, I don't really measure a lot of things. I just concoct things in my head, and I'm lucky if I remember if they work or not. So let's take my spoon, put this together. I may need more butter. If that's the case, then I'll pause you again. You want to see it where it's just moist, but not drenched. If you can see this, again. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to add a little bit more butter, so I'm going to pause you again, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So I ended up having to use a lot less than what I thought. I did use too many crumbs, but what I'm going to do is, for the size of this plate, I'm probably going to use it in something else, but I did have quite a bit left, so I'll show you. You're not really going to be able to see it. It's a black bowl, but so basically what I did was add the butter, put it in the pan, spread it out with my fingers, and you're going to see my German Shepherd trying to lick the floor. And now what I'm going to do is actually put this into my oven, which I have set at 350, and basically I'm going to put that in there for like maybe 5 minutes. So all I want to do is actually get that kind of set a bit. Okay, so now I did pour the whole can of the Carnation evaporated milk. It is a 12 fluid ounce. When you measure the whole thing out, it comes out to 1.5 cups, which is what you will need for just one of the packets. So since I don't have a lot of room in this pie, I am going to just do one pudding. And I'm going to see how that comes. I don't want to make two if I don't need to. And now for the instructions, it calls for just the regular pudding part. It tells you to use 2 cups of milk. So I use the 1.5 cups of the evaporated because it's thicker, and you also always want to take down the liquid amount because you don't want it to be runny. You want it to be thicker. So I'm just going to pour this in here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to my mixing bowl, and I will be back once again. Alright, so we are back, and so far I did make the pudding, and you're not really going to be able to see this, unfortunately, but let me pull it up. See, it's a nice, thick consistency, because you don't want it to be mushy at all. Okay, so I did take the pie out and I did let it sit for a little bit. I did add some Heath English toffee bits to the bottom, so that's what you see on the bottom. So I will have those on the bottom. So now I'm going to fill this up. And you're just going to fill it to the rim, and there should be just enough. I don't think I'm going to need to do 2, because like I said, this is not a very deep pie pan. And my husband's sleeping, which is a good thing, because otherwise he'd have his fingers in the bowl. Alright. Okay. So I think that's good enough. So now we're just going to spread this out. And if you hear kids in the background, they are my new next door neighbors. Somebody just bought a house next to us. Okay. Alrighty. And what I'm going to do is add a little bit more of the Heath to the top. And there you have it. Your own homemade pie. I'm not sure how it's going to come out, but we'll see. I usually try to use a ready-made pie crust, but you know, I'm not even worried if it doesn't really cut properly, but we'll let it. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for a good, at least a good couple hours. I'd say at least a good 2 to 4 hours. So we probably won't cut into this until tomorrow. So I will try and cut a piece tomorrow, and I am working tomorrow, so it's going to be a little hard for me to video it, but if not, I will put a comment in the section to let you know how everything came out. So thank you for watching. This is my first cooking video, and I hope to do many, many more for you in the future. Okay, have a good day. Bye.